Hey, have you had some smartass person just come to you and say something and try to shut you down? Today, I just want to talk about how if we really know ourselves and the connection with ourselves is strong enough, those people who tries to trigger us or triggers us by saying smartass things, because um, I finally had somebody left me kind of mean comment for like no reason. And it was this morning and I was a little bit bothered by it at first. Then I went to the gym and I kind of worked it out and I realized something. I've been really hard on myself for not showing up here, sharing my story or just myself on this space for like long time. It took me like years to show up and I was really hard on myself for it. And I realized that everything does happen in the divine timing because over those years, I was really strengthening myself to be able to show up here and have a strong enough foundation that when somebody says something, that I won't be broken down. Because even though it was not even that big of a deal of what that person said, I deleted that comment anyway, by the way. Um, I just really reflected on it and how I would have been so crumbled by just one little mean comment. But today I realized how that actually fueled me in a sense to want to show up more. So I really don't think that person will be spending another minute watching my video. And if you are, there's something wrong with you. But if you do ever see, thank you for the opportunity to grow a thicker skin. So, yeah, if you have somebody that makes this smartest comment that may trigger you, it's kind of funny how some people, you know, that they just have like too much time in their hand or like their life is so miserable or something that they have to go around and just try to spread negativity. Like, what have I ever done to you? So, one, I learned that it doesn't matter what you do or what you say, somebody will be triggered and try to shut you down. And a second thing that I learned is that really, when we really think about it, these people who makes comment really, it's not even like worth reacting to because they're just like a speck in this world, and I have the choice to give them any power or not. So I'm choosing to not give them any power. And it definitely took a lot of work over the years to really accept myself, forgive myself, and just become really okay, like with who I am, as I am, and having nothing to hide. So yeah, one thing I want to say is that yeah, I mean, when people say mean things, it's definitely like hurtful a little bit. Like it hurts. It's kind of like a being stung by a bee. I was like always afraid of being stung by it, but once you do, it's like it's not as bad as like you would think before you were ever being stung. Um, yeah, like I'm just a little bit rambling around here a bit, but yeah, just something is that like it really doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you or what anybody says about you. It really doesn't change anything about you or your life if you don't give them any power. So, yeah, it's kind of a strange because I suspect the person who left me a mean comment was a Korean person, because it was like a partially written in Korean. Then I kind of thought that how this really proves a point to myself that I always thought the Korean people are very judgmental and mean, and they're one of the most like like one of those people who are like so much more interested in other people's life and what other people are doing than themselves, and they're miserable for that. So yeah, I am really not. I'm really not giving them any power. I am claiming my power back. But yeah, it did kind of light some kind of fire inside of me, and I was inspired to make this video. I kind of jumped in. Well, of course, after kind of try to calm down a little bit and just cleanse my energy and ground myself. So I just want to mention to you that if anybody is trying to say something about you or to you, really just take your power back. Don't give them any power because they're just not worth it. You know, I've noticed that there are so many of you who like is kind enough to leave me comments and push that like button and stuff like that. So, you know, out of that, just one person showing up and saying something mean really is really doesn't matter that much, I guess. Like I don't even know that person, and that person might know me. I don't know what that person might have, which videos that person might have watched, or if it was that one video, but yeah, it's kind of funny how people have a certain perception of you and then they just kind of, you know, draw this picture of you and think that that's how you are, or that's they know you or something. I mean, yes, I do share my story, but I am aware that different people will perceive it in a different way. And I guess that is the whole point of that, or like that is kind of what's like interesting about being a human. I'm just out here like try to share about myself and my story and tell you, or like hopefully inspire you that it's okay to just be human and not be perfect, and I guess it's perfectly okay that some people don't like you or some people will intentionally try to shut you down. So I just want to say, know yourself, right? Accept yourself, forgive yourself for whatever you are or whatever you might have thought of yourself that is not so kind. Just overcome that. Like, forgive yourself because you're just a human being. And don't give other people any power over you. Because really, their opinion, they're allowed to have opinions, but their opinion really shouldn't have any play in your life and who you are being. They're just another a person just walking by. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna kind of cut it short here. Um, yeah, I don't know. I felt a little bit more like inspired coming here, and I forgive you for saying mean thing to me, even though you don't know me and I don't know you. Um, to that strange person, and I'm sure that there will there might even be more in the future. But at the same time that I kind of thought that maybe it was a test from the universe because sometimes it seems to like work that way, like where every time we're trying to like break through or a shift in a sense, like there is always this test thrown at you to see like how you react or respond. So yeah, I I feel surprisingly okay about it, but I wanted to kind of come out here and do share because um yeah, I think that even people seem to like process it and let it go, which I'm doing. It would be a lie if I said that it didn't bother me when I first saw it. But surprisingly not as much as I thought it should. Like the version of me a year ago from now would have probably had a pretty hard time. So we are evolving and I'm still showing up, still being me, and I encourage you to do the same and yeah, stick up for yourself if you will, but I think that it's actually better to not even give any energy to it. So I just deleted it. I deleted the comment, never said anything. I'm just letting that person go. I'll probably forget about that person after this video and just move on with my life. So I hope you have a blessed day and yeah, claim your power, know yourself. Don't let other people shoot you down, you know? Just be you and I love you. Bye.